I got 100 players to simulate time civilization in Minecraft. There will be medieval time, ice age, and Wild West. They will all have to work together to survive events, build a base, and eventually attack the other regions. Who will come out on top and will world peace be achieved? This is a story of time civilization. Everyone was let out of their prison and went straight for the villages. Every area had a bunch of structures, including a village and villagers, but some had disadvantages. Ice Age not having food, and Wild West not having wood. And food. Yeah, they might be the most disadvantaged here. Medieval had both wood and food, but had less players. Starting off with the Ice Age, a big group in the region began to immediately work with the villagers and take them for themselves. The other part of the region just began mining. The Ice Age had a small mine with a bunch of iron and gold, where players were easily able to get resources from. With no trees, almost no crops, and a few animals, Wild West knew that they had to go quickly in order to stay alive. They were forced to destroy the structures because they were the only place in the Wild West they could obtain wood. It quickly became clear that the few carrots and potatoes they could gather were not going to grow fast enough for them. There were 2 pigs in a pen that they could use to slowly grow into a large farm, which would help them out with their food problem. Yeah, they killed them. So, they're kinda screwed. Because of this, they barely had any food and had to ration what little food they had.
I hardly got any left. We can stop farming. So who's that? Who? Vex? You?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Take that. Can't give any more though. Sorry.
The medieval players kinda had it easy, having access to all of the wood and food they wanted. Everyone began mining for resources and becoming stacked, getting ready for the night, where an unexpected event will occur. Nighttime came around and the hunger event commenced.
Hunger event will begin.
Oh.
Now? We don't have food
Already?
though.
I'm in the mine!
We
No,
have a farmer villager. We have a farmer villager.
Everyone was given Hunger 1, forcing everyone to work together and help each other not die. Wild West were struggling. Because of the tiny amount of food that they had to share the food among each other, all while staying on the rooftops of the town to keep away from the mobs down below. Here is the only place witches can spawn, making it even harder for the players, getting a bunch of them down to half a heart with no food to heal. Without anything to do, Wild West began to tear down their town for wood.
Try and get some more wood while you're here. So we're gonna need every bit of wood we can get. Just start tearing down the walls. Not the ones on the lower levels, but on the upper levels. Let's start getting some more wood.
Ice Age had a different strategy. Instead of camping on the roofs, some of them hid inside of their houses, trading with the villagers for food. Of course, even though they had a safer game plan, someone still died.
No! No, give me to
Why is this dude, like, yelling?
No, someone died.
Oh, did somebody die? Oh no.
The dude with the bad knife died.
Thank you.
They weren't able to get the high amount of food they wanted from the villagers, so most of them began to fish or deal with the hunger and mine for resources. Again, medieval had it easy, not having to worry about hunger because of all the animals scattered everywhere in their region. So they were able to just go mining and get stacked while the rest of the players had to worry about the mobs. A certain player named XX Master was the main source of their resources, helping all of his team get full iron armor.
XX Master, we can make a bucket.
Just take free iron from the thingy.
Finally, once it reached daytime, the hunger event ended.
Okay, this guy's...
Okay, the hunger event's over, thank God. Alright,
Somebody give me food, please.
Alright, that's fine.
After everyone had spent a day with their teammates, they were now forced to elect a leader. Of course, Medieval elected XX Master because of his help with their iron armor.
I call dibs on the helmet if he ends up dying.
Wild West had it a little harder. Some wanted to elect a leader named Greenwood, but another player named Wilding threatened them, saying he will assassinate the leader if he isn't elected.
What's the point of electing a leader if they're just gonna get killed by Wilding immediately?
Yeah.
Exactly.
This kind of forced the Wild West to elect Wilding, knowing bad things would happen otherwise. Ice Age had a different approach with the election, having a civil and fair vote. They set up a podium and got everyone to make a speech on why they should be leader.
But I have money. I will bribe you. See this bow? I'm gonna enchant it with power 5 and become Jesus. Also more money.
I will make sure that we don't die in this event.
He is muted. This is not going well for him.
Okay, hello guys, my name is Hiroto and I already have a plan. We are gonna have a main leader and 4 small divisions. A building division, a farming division, an attack division and a building division.
You're telling me you have to hold a second election like this?
Oh God, no, no, please.
That just is
No.
Eventually, with his amazing speech, Hiroto-san was elected. Now that everyone had a leader, things were running much more smoothly. Wild West were now finally able to farm food, helping their group not starve. They also got just a small amount of farmer villagers.
We don't
Why do
have
we
any
have
seeds.
7 farmers?
Hiroto-san made some go mining so they wouldn't be undergeared for when the walls drop, and some to fish and trade with the farming villagers for food. He also had another group of players build, but that would be for later on. XX Master on Medieval was now helping his team with enchants, making an enchantment table and getting a bunch of librarians so they could eventually get OP enchants like Protection 4 and Sharpness 5. To make everyone work together, a new event was started, a build battle. The regions were all told that whatever team can make the best base possible will win a nice prize. Everyone except for Medieval began building their base. Ice Age decided to build a sky base, making a staircase right up their house, which, you know, makes sense. You gotta make it easy for the other teams to walk up there. Wild West was a little scrambled. Your team began making a tower base, which was looking nice, but a few of the other players began arguing with Wilding, wanting to make a bunker underground, thinking it would be much safer.
Okay,
Why are we making a bunker?
because we want to hide when the walls come down, so everyone else kills each other.
The building's on
That's not going to
fire.
work when people come that are trying to invade us and they're going to come and kill us. That's not going to work then. Because people are
That's not
trying
why
to
we
target us.
bunker, though. That's just how we're gonna win.
You don't understand. Let me tell you right now. 1 hour before the event started, me and Master, shut the fuck up. I'm telling you right now.
Eventually, after a bit of convincing, Wilding decided to help build the bunker. With everyone's help, they were easily able to dig underground, beginning to make a little farm and expanding the base. Thinking that the prize was diamonds, Medieval didn't worry about the building and were more focused on getting stacked. This changed after we gave them just a little hint.
Wait, guys, the reward isn't diamonds. It's probably like netherite or something.
Guys, let's go build. I'm gonna stop doing all of that, bro.
They immediately began to build a castle and a bunch of houses around it, having all the important necessities they need. Ice Age began building an even higher tower in the sky with a platform on top. At this point, everyone was pretty stacked and would be ready for something a little dangerous to come next. That's right, a raid was going to be set on everyone's village.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys can deal with that. I'm gonna go hide in the house, guys.
They would all have to come together and protect their villagers and themselves at all costs. Medieval soldiers were easily able to destroy the raid because of the wall around their village.
He's focusing on me, just hit him.
It don't matter.
I'm trying to act.
Wait, guys,
And he's dead, okay.
You guys fire.
The Wild West and Ice Age had a little tougher time though. The Wild West town was destroyed by the players trying to get wood, so they had barely any protection against the raid. They took cover on top of the roofs, but sadly, unlike the Hunger event, they would actually have to kill the raiders to protect their villagers.
They're killing villagers.
Some of them didn't care and stayed on the roofs, caring more about their own lives than the villagers.
Forget the villagers for now, guys.
Oh, hi, sir.
But many of them went on the ground and began killing.
Freaking
If you need a cleaver, come up towards the top. Come up towards
Don't
the
take out this weapon here. You guys, we're doing well. We're killing them.
Don't risk your lives.
I will help you, Captain.
Everybody clear them out.
Just still out.
I'm helping you, Captain.
Go at least 4 blocks up where they're
Yo,
gonna reach
he's
you.
on me. He's on me. Guys, get him. He won't hit you guys. He's
Captain,
going after me. You
get down below,
guys
I'll
can
protect
melee hit him. He won't attack you.
Get down. Captain, you're very low.
He's
Get
dead.
down.
That's
literally all
Don't
you
even
have
fight
to
it. Don't
do.
even fight it. He's gonna die anyways. Okay, guys, we did it. Let's go.
And only one person died, being me. Let's go!
You died.
The Ice Age had the same problem. With no walls protecting them, they were struggling. But with the help of everyone, even the Iron Golem,
Yes, the golem is carrying.
they were able to survive.
Run, Iron. Run, whoever's in Iron. Who's in Iron? I got this. Run. Go. Last one on Skybase. Did they kill the one on Skybase? Good kill.
At this point, the build battle was over, and Seismic and I began judging the 3 different bases.
This is insane. This is good. The walls were such a good touch.
Yeah.
It's just a platform. There's not really much up here. Skybase though, which is cool. They've got their whole deep slate set up in here.
They got
Let me walk through.
In the end, we decided that Medieval has won, then Wild West with their bunker, and then Ice Age, being that it was only a tower in the sky.
Then Yankee and I have decided you guys won the build competition.
What?
Let's go!
For their win, Medieval won a bunch of blaze rods and netherwort that would help them create potions for the upcoming war.
Hey, yo, we're living.
What do you
Yo,
do?
someone say strength 2 pots, baby.
While people were continuing to get ready for the war, Team PvP was turned on. People weren't sure if they could trust each other. They were terrified someone in their group was a traitor.
We gotta find the traitors before they like ruin us.
Are there traitors though? Like, is there actually?
Honestly though, like, why would anyone be a traitor to Ice?
Even with their suspicion, however, it really didn't change much. Everyone was still working together, trading with the villagers, and helping each other get stacked. Players at Wild West were literally making a dorm in their bunker.
We're like a little dorm, like a dorm bunker.
Wow, that's kind of...
It's not much, but you know, it's honest work.
Ice Age was really the only region where PvP caused an issue. Players kept hitting each other because they weren't sure if they could trust them. At this point, I kinda got a little carried away, going in survival mode and getting killed by one of the players.
Boxed like a fish. Ow. Oh.
Luckily, I didn't have anything too crazy on me, except for a bedrock which they began to mess with. As everyone was finally getting fully stacked, day 1 was slowly coming to an end. Medieval was quickly killing the phantoms so they could get slow falling potions, and the server was closed. As day 2 started, the walls were dropped, allowing players to run across the regions and kill people from the other areas. This, however, did not happen. Players crossed over to gather the resources from others, but no one fought. Medieval began brewing their potions and enchanting their diamond armor, getting ready for the inevitable war. Wild West hid underground, knowing that when the players began to kill each other, they could just hide away until just a few were left, allowing them to kill off the last few. Out of nowhere, events began to occur at Ice Age. All of the players began to kill some of the people who had access to the villagers because they believed those players were more stacked. This started the beginning of the war, letting others know that Ice Age was a little weaker. Immediately, Medieval crossed over to the snow and began to run after alone players.
Guys! Whole green
What?
team! The whole green
Where?
team is, you know,
Our base?
Wait, really?
Yeah, our base.
We're allied.
I wouldn't trust them.
No,
I'm gonna be
they're
honest.
killing me. They're killing me.
Oh shit.
You?
But for some reason, still tried to team with Ice Age afterwards.
Okay, never trust green team. Basically, we apparently had an alliance, but
Yeah, we had a fucking alliance, and then immediately.
Medieval and Ice Age actually made an alliance beforehand, stating that they would team with each other to destroy the Wild West. But because of this attack from Medieval, Ice Age was a little hesitant to still team even after all of this.
No, dude. Luke, do not fucking trust them, dude. Do not fucking trust them.
Scott, and the parents brought me. If I die, I really don't mind.
Do not. Okay,
It's a
listen.
sin.
All right. He betrayed me last time. I thought I could trust him this time, and then he immediately wipes our whole team as soon as he gets over here.
Eventually, after talking a bunch with each other, a few of the Ice Age agreed to team together.
On God, you know what? Okay, f this. Okay, I'm gonna trust them one last time. Okay, I believe in second chances, so I guess. But like,
while some still didn't trust them and stayed with the rest of the Ice Age. And the group compiled with every region, let's call them the Cross Teamers. There were all of the Medieval players, a few from Ice Age, and one Wild West player. I don't know why he was there. He just was. The Cross Teamers began to cross the regions. See what I did there? No? Okay. And began to try and search for the other groups. At this time, after seeing all of the deaths in chat, Wild West decided to leave their bunker and began to run away. The Cross Teamers were still looking in the desert for the bunker, but didn't know that the Wild West had already fled. Wild West were now camping at Ice Age's base, farming crops and waiting for the war to come to them. They knew that they didn't have time, but didn't expect the Cross Teamers to come this quickly, and weren't ready for the attack.
I see him. I see him. Everyone will attack.
Oh, watch out! He has fire. Run.
Dark, I see him.
Where?
Get him!
Get him.
Kill.
Charge!
Even though they weren't ready, with the help of all of their teammates, Wild West was able to scare off the few Cross Teamers that attempted to attack and began chasing them across the desert. This wasn't a smart idea though, because a few cross-teamers just led them right into the rest of their group. Here began the true final battle.
It's huge chunks of damage.
Rounds for hearts.
The beginning fight was extremely fair, each group killing a few players.
Wait, have we killed Wild?
Yes! Yeah.
But as the Wild West split up, it was much easier for the cross-teamers to single someone out and kill them. After they killed the last Wild West player,
Still wrong.
Good
He's
shit.
dead.
Easy job.
XX Master and a few players, part of his true alliance, began to kill the rest of the players.
Luke, I have stuff you can craft carts with.
But not
Hey, X-Master.
Fucking care.
Access.
And then
Oh my god, you have a sharpness 5 sword.
No! Someone get this Luke guy off me! Hey, cool kick, help me.
Luke,
Get him,
Luke. Get him, Luke.
Luke, come over here, boy!
Eventually, they killed almost everyone, leaving one person left to fend for themselves. It was a 1v8, a player named It's Luke versus the rest of the players. So this was it. This was the end, right? Well, maybe not. It's Luke began running for his life and immediately dug underground to hide from the herd of players. Everyone was given the glowing effect, so it'd be easier to find each other.
He's going to
Why is there a man glowing underground?
That's Luke, that's Luke.
Wait, that's fine.
Luke is
I'll
underground.
just take it.
And XX Master's group began digging after It's Luke. A player decided to drop down into It's Luke's hole, thinking he could win.
You're all dead.
Let him fight. Cool kick. It's a valiant death. It's a valiant death, cool kick.
Yeah, that's a block.
Well, he was wrong. Luke continued to dig away, but two players jumped onto him.
Both of them are coming down here.
Doggo, come with me.
He was able to kill one,
Oh shit!
Bro, Luke is genuinely gonna fucking win this event. What the fuck?
and then the other, being XX Master.
No! Let's go! 1v2'd!
After this fight, they realized that Luke might have some OP enchants.
Shop for no wonder I got quick drop run.
And began to group together to kill him in an open area.
Can someone TP me to Luke?
I guess not. I guess they forgot that this is a 1v8 and are now treating it like a fight scene from a movie where only one person can fight at a time. It was literally 8 people. They had the easiest chance to win. Anyways, another player jumped down.
Guys, don't go downstream, just wait above.
Of course, getting killed.
It's clearly not working. Go above ground, it's clearly not working.
Which brought it down to a 1v3. They never learn. A player named Quody jumped down but knew that he could never win. So they teamed together for the time being. No one was happy about this.
Quady, I swear to God, if you throw, I'm gonna make chaos in every event. I swear to God, Quady, do not throw.
The 2 players were kind of giving up at this point and started building a house.
Yeah, why the fuck did we dig down into a 1x1 where he outgears us? That was so dumb.
They were getting pretty far, but eventually It's Luke came to the house and began to massacre the remaining players.
What the fuck?
What just happened?
Hey, that's not cool, my man.
Mysterio, fight as well. He's got weakness and snowfall. Oh shit. He's got weakness and snowfall.
I need to heal up first. Go
crazy. With the potions he got from killing the other players.
Weakness is ass. Oh wait, he splashed us with weakness.
He has slow fall, KP.
He now was even stronger. Even though Luke was stacked, he still had to fight 3 players, making it hard for him to win. They were now able to get Luke super low at many points.
Clutch up! Cloudy, clutch up! Get the screen time, baby! Clutch up!
But with his golden apples and extremely strong armor, he was able to stay alive. The one player, Quody, kept running away, which made it much easier for Luke to take on the other 2. He was eventually able to kill one of the players.
Yes, guys, you ran out his gaps. Cloudy, where the f are you? Why are you over there?
And only had to kill one more, since Quody literally ran away from the fight.
That's sad.
Cloudy, stop throwing, come back.
Cloudy, hurl.
Go crazy.
Cloudy, no!
Luke killed the other and only had Quody left to kill. Quody kept running and was able to keep his distance because of all the pearls that he had.
Stop chasing crowd.
You can't kill me.
I mean, you can.
His goal was to keep running and make Luke log off, since he knew Luke had to go in a few minutes.
Oh yes,
baby!
They eventually decided to have a duel in the Coliseum for the winner. For some reason, another player was there, but he didn't matter. He got killed immediately.
Throw through the hole,
Run! Cloudy, run!
But there's a hole in the wall!
Finally, Woody was killed,
No!
Goodbye.
making It's Luke the true winner of the event. Everyone out of 100 players were killed, except for one person. World peace wasn't made, but that's okay. We will be having another event in the near future, so make sure to join the Discord, link in description, for a chance to create world peace. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.